All right, welcome to the stream, everybody. How you guys doing? My name is Boyd. We're gonna continue on with a new episode of Programming Saturdays. So welcome, Marijn, Submorian. Alex is here. Welcome. Joshua is here. Alex, thanks so much for. We had some technical difficulties, some audio technical difficulties before the stream, but it seems fine now, so I'm really happy. The Vexer's here too. Welcome. Wolfie's here. All right, where we left off was we could make 2 games. Basically, we're working on the friends modal, but I'll show you guys in a bit. So I can we have 2 browsers open. One is an incognito window, so we have 2 separate names and we can play against each other. So the first character is called Inoid and the second one is going to be the Vexer. I'm going to play against the Vexer. So one of the players starts a new game. It fetches it from the server, so there's a limit of 1 second in there, hard coded, because that's how we do it. So in our server, we have like a game route. So if we go to API game new, we have our game route. So let's go there, routes game, and it sets like a set timeout of 1 second. So there's always like 1 second delay before this request is being handled. That's why it takes so long. So this guy just made his lobby and he's waiting for someone else. So we're clicking to invite a friend, which opens this modal, which is not styled yet, which is exactly what we're gonna do today. See, our GitHub issue says the same thing. It's like we've done a couple of things. We added the modal. That's good. It's a good thing we did that. We also added the modal styling. So that's also good. So let's copy paste this. This is not actually the link. So let's copy paste this and replace lobby with join. So that means that the client checks like, hey man, somebody joined, and it closes the modal automatically because someone has joined. So there's no need to invite any more people, which is a good thing. Then the client just basically waits to start the game because both players are not ready yet. So as I know, I can say ready, and it sends it over to both people. See, an action is being sent that somebody toggled the player ready. That's being sent over to the client, which is good. Then we have the Vexer, which is not ready yet, so let's ready up him as well. The countdown starts. Is not styled, obviously, but the countdown starts 5, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then boom, the game starts. One of the guys is player 1, and one of them has the turn, which is decided on the server by 50% chance. So we can end our turn. Everybody gets the same actions being sent over, and turn is being called, draw a card, fill max mana, stuff like that. The Vexer's not ready yet. No. We can also play cards. The coin is still bugged out, like every single episode. Still considered as a minion. It's not really what it should be, but you know, that's how we do it. So we can hit face. There's only a couple of cards in the deck now. Our deck is like basically just a utility for now. But later on, we should be able to make our own deck, which shouldn't actually be that hard. The only thing that's going to be hard is going to be all the cards, adding all the cards, basically, in the game. Because there's not an API for all the Hearthstone cards, which is kind of unfortunate. Which would actually be a really cool thing, but there's not such a thing. So, if somebody wants to make an open source project, go make a Hearthstone API where we can fetch cards and create decks and stuff like that. That would be great. But maybe not even that. Just the cards alone with a beautiful thumbnail image and the card's health and mana and everything. That'll be great. If somebody wants to make that, that'll be great. Now we just hard coded it. So here we have cards, and we have just a set of an array of a couple of cards. And at the end, we also had a card coin. So if we have a specific card, if we need a specific card, we also have a cards by name, which literally loops over the cards and adds it to this object. So we have cards by name and add a random card. Random card just basically takes like a random card out of cards by name. And cards by name is actually, or new card by name is actually instantiates a new card model as well. So it gives it a proper ID, which is really important. That every single card that is being instantiated actually has an ID as well. Because At first I was like, oh yeah, this card ID has like this ID, but there's, like I said, there's like 3 of the same card, and you want them to have unique IDs so we can find them and see what their actual health is. Because otherwise, if this guy would take 1 damage, let me see. So if I hit this guy, then all of the minions would die because they all have the same ID. There's an unofficial card API. Wait, really? You okay? Link me. Hearthstone card API. Hearthstone API. Oh, that'd be great. Debug. Okay, wait a minute. It's just... I'm clicking on it, nothing happens. Okay, wait. Okay, what's the endpoints? Info returns the list of all cards available, all available Hearthstone cards, including non-collectible cards. Seems good. Maybe we should implement this. We also have card backs, but did it have like... Wait a minute. Example data. Oh my god. Image goal too. Oh my god. We could actually use this. But then we do not have like our own beautiful card designs though. Because I kind of wanted to fix it with CSS and just have the card images in this circle. We could also use this and have like actual images as our draggable things. Let's see. Elite true. I don't know what that means. Sure. Battle cry. Rarity legendary. Faction alliance. Minion. Leroy Jenkins. We could maybe do this. Mechanics. Name charge. Name battle cry. Why is it an array but an object? Interesting. This player class is the card he belongs to: Druid, Hunter, Mage, Paladin, etc. Wait, what is this? Are these like all the separate elements? Hardhead.com. Hearthhead.com. I don't know what that is. They just stole this from this random ass website. Alright. There's at least something. We could have used this a little earlier, because then we could have like stolen their names, the naming for things like attack and health. Because now I have defense for some reason. I have attack and defense, which doesn't make any sense, because it's just the minion's health. So yeah, if I could change that still. Flavor. At least he has angry chicken. What? What does that mean? Artist Gabe from Penny Arcade. There's a lot of information though, so maybe we'll use this in the end. It could simplify things a little bit, especially these animations and shit. I was actually thinking of replacing... Oh, Hearthstone Jason. I was also thinking of Oh, I think I've actually seen this one. Okay. This is the patch? Wait, can we only get English? Fuck. Oh no, it's parsing all the JSON. Oopsie. Okay, only English. Card backs. The only card back you'll ever need. Cards collectible. Combo. Game blah blah blah. Player class rogue. Health. Yeah, well, I don't know why I didn't... Why I made it health. Why did I make it defense, man? That was so stupid. Look. If I go to my card, you guys can actually see. Oh, this is not the card. This one. No. Why? Okay, it's still parsing. This one too. There's a lot of cardbacks. Assets, game cardbacks. Okay, this one doesn't have like actual links though to the files. So if I were to go to like a card, it only shows like where the card is available. Then we had to add all the cards to our own website, which in the end you would, but I don't think I want that all in my Git repo. I don't think there's an image. What are these things called? Like name, text, player class, artist. Let me just take one little piece out of this. Format JSON. Okay. See, it doesn't have an image. This one, at least. Can I get the GitHub link to my repo? Sure, man. So this API doesn't have the image in it, but the other one had an image to the other one had an image to the actual card, which could make things a little easier because then we always have the right card and the right design and stuff like that to it. But then you do get something like this. This card has shadow around it. Well, this one doesn't. And then it's like really awkward because this one is a GIF and the other one is an, I don't know, PNG, I guess. Yeah. So what I actually wanted to do, and the reason why I wanted to add these portraits separately, is I could replace them later on with maybe like a video file or a canvas thing, where we just generate the things ourselves, which possibly could be really hard, and it could maybe take too many resources for just a card. But yeah, we'll see. We could always switch that out later on. So for now, these are just images, and I can show you guys what that means. I'm literally just taking this from someone else's website here. This is Curse CDN. This one's from Steam, but these are all Curse CDN. So this is from, I think, Hearthstonepedia or something. And it's just a big version of this card, which works pretty well because I can just Hearthstone, not Hearthstone. What? These are all pretty big images though, so later on you might want to fix it. But see, there's like beautiful, I don't know where they got those images from, but they have like beautiful images of all the cards. So that's basically what we're using now. We're just scaling it based on like how big it is. Okay, that's the current setup. So let's go back to our lobby screen and let's style that a little bit, because right now, before I merge this add modal to for invite friend, I want to be able to make sure that it looks okay before we merge this in. So let's start working on that. So we have our modal for invite player. This is the HTML for it, basically the GSX for it. Let's add ourselves a CSS file for this one. Invite player modal, that's CSS. So I had a functional design. So I'm a designer myself, but sometimes, you know, designing isn't really what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for a nice wireframe of things what I want to do. Am I remaking Hearthstone? Yes, I am. So this is kind of the idea that I had. So you're waiting for somebody to connect. This ready should then be removed, obviously. You can invite someone, you invite the player, and he can copy the link and send it to his friends. And then if one of them joins, then the link will be expired and everything. So, but if he leaves, then the other guy's alone in the lobby, I think. But we'll see about that. We haven't seen leaving yet, so invite a player. Let's fix that now. So one thing that we have is right now we only have the game ID, but what we actually want to do is we want to turn this into a link, because we want this to be localhost game blah 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 blah, and not this that we have right now. So if I were to invite a friend, now I just see the game ID, which is not exactly what we're looking for. Let's see. We also have to style the input fields. So okay, let's see how that goes. So if we were to make it like this, what we had here, I think we have color already somewhere. Colors, variables. No. What do you have to join an existing game feature if you're supposed to join by clicking a link? Why do you have join existing game feature? That'll be removed. That'll be removed. That was like a different idea that we had before. So this should be the link. And I think the invite player modal should not be responsible for creating the link. It should just be passed a link. So instead of this being a game ID, I think we would say that this is going to be the invite link. That's what I would say. So let's go back to our lobby screen then, because our lobby is, I think, what renders the... This is the container, so we need the actual lobby, game lobby. So this one renders the... Oh, the player card renders the invite player modal right here. And we right now pass the game ID, but what we actually want to pass in is the game link. So we actually have to do this instead. We want to return a value. We turn this into a block function instead of like returning immediately, and we have to indent this. Okay, so now this still works. If we now add constant, we pass in the game ID to the card. We want it to become a game invite link. So constant invite link is going to be a couple of things. Do we want this thing to be with router? Maybe. So we initially had this already in our app. Maybe that page still exists, but I think I removed that view, so we can just go back in time in our GitHub repo to see what's going on. Give me 1 second. Views. We had an old like game news screen, I think. I think this is the old one that's not being used anymore. But it did generate like this. It did generate the link for us. which is really important. Create ref. What does it even do? I want to create a URL in React Router. Wait, I actually just realized that there's like a shadow underneath this now. I'm not sure if that was there before. I don't like this song. Sorry guys, maybe you guys really dig this song, but I don't feel like it. Params ID, we don't need that. Yeah, new shadow. It's interesting. Router history. Adjacent to. Replace with make a ref. Return URL. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, but this is navigation. Oh, this is mixins. Wait. That's interesting. So I think that's deprecated. It's like really old. So I want to see if they have like an helper for this. Attribute to ref, no. Create ref, this one. Would you mind sharing your Sublime settings? I have a gist for that, actually. If you go to my gists, you actually see a bunch of settings here. My preference is Sublime, that is this one. There's like a lot of these are all my user settings, and you can see here that I'm using Material theme. That's what I'm using. I'm using Pheromono, so also install that font. It's also really important. These are all the settings that I'm using. So if you were to go to the link, I think it's the second one here. Preference is Sublime. This is a Redux explanation on stream. You guys remember this? Okay. So it actually has a function called create ref, but I'm not sure if that's like an internal thing. Create ref, see? Router.create ref. To location. So it takes the router from context. Okay, so we kind of want to do that too. Let's see, we're actually taking it already. Create ref from what? From router, yeah. To location. I don't really know what the create ref does anymore, but whatever. What's up, Killed? How's it going? Okay, let's inject this into the. So we're gonna have a new. We're gonna have a new player card. I think. Maybe we should just pass this true, and it's not necessary to passing true a game an invite link, so we don't really need the game ID anymore. We just pass in the invite link, so game ID is not going to be relevant anymore. We pass that in, and I've played some Overwatch because it's the free weekend. Diva was so amazing. Oh, nice. It's wide outside. What? What are you talking about? So we can make a container for this, which is going to be player card with router. Player card with Because I don't always want this to have like a router in it, you know? Because that'll be overkill. Because if a player card renders without the invite player modal, I guess maybe the player invite modal could have it and then have the game ID. I'm wondering, I'm like trying to figure out like who is responsible for creating the invite link is what I'm wondering now. So right now the player card seems to be responsible for creating the invite link if needed. But the invite player modal could also be responsible because you just give it a game ID and then it makes it a URL, but that seems odd, right? Because I just feel like the modal should just render a modal and have like an invite link, you know? You pass it in an invite link and then whoever, you know, wants to reuse this modal gets to invite it, gets to add a link. I don't think we're gonna be reusing this, so maybe we shouldn't like take this too far. But yeah. Let's just create the link just like we did here and just make this guy responsible. That's fine. I think it's fine. I mean, we shouldn't be caring too much about it. Just an invite modal. Just not give too much of a fuck about it. Constant invite link is gonna be, and then we're gonna just copy pasta this. It's gonna be this, pretty much. Then without the router, because honestly, I don't know what this does right here. Create your ref. Because I feel like this exactly does already. It generates the exact link that we're looking for, so I don't know why we added that there. So this is gonna be join instead. It's snowy at your place? I don't know. Not at my place, at least. This seems ugly though. Taking stuff from window. But yeah. Especially considering that we have a router. But we have this like really long URL that we have to pass in, so. Okay. It did compile, right? Yeah. So if we were to invite now, we have a perfect link that it can exactly send over. So now somebody pointed me at the fact that we can actually... Oh. So I guess that's what the ref was for this part. Yeah. I'm wondering, like... Okay, I guess we'll just have to make a container for this and stick to our player card with router. Yeah. Player card container, maybe. It doesn't do any data fetching, so I don't really know exactly what we're gonna do with this. It's almost like as if I just actually want to render it here. Oh, whoops. Game lobby. And then just wrap it in here. It's like with router. But yeah, that doesn't work. But I almost wanted to do that. This feels so trivial. This is just one case where if it has an opponent Friend invite modal. What? Oh, these are the settings. Friend invite modal. Settings would this actually be, because it's not exactly, we're not passing the modal. So now that I look at this, I'm like, what the fuck did I just pass into here? Okay. I like that this is an invite link. That's good. Now that I'm thinking of this, I'm like, I guess I can add with router to this, but then I have to make it a container because I have to stick components to be just components and render stuff. Not so much do anything else. Are we using game ID anywhere else? Not really. So we could just make this invite link as well. And then just render this out. Could work too. And we can take this logic and move it back to the container. Expected token. Oh yeah. So this could be nil, considering it's not required. See, invite link is not required. Okay, let's turn this into a player card with router. No, because then we cannot really expand it. So let's call it this player card container. So the only thing we really import here is we're just rendering the player card from components. That's all it does, and it just renders everything with the same props basically, but it injects one extra prop, which is going to be the router or the invite link. Constant invite link is going to be not really. It doesn't take all the props. That's a scary thing, because then it would actually pass down the router too. What is this, haircut and new cart cam position? Yeah, I thought I would switch things up, you know? What's up, Kosi? Your street is literally white from hill? Oh shit. What's up, Mr. Wolf? How's it going? So if I were to pass down all the props, then I'm gonna be pissed later, because the router is gonna add a couple of props, and I don't want to pass those all down to the player card. This would be kind of sad. But I also don't want to like take all the props manually. But yeah, let's just steal fuse and then game news screen. Let's just steal this code right here. This, and this. And place it in here. So this always happens. And filter the router props? That sounds really inefficient. Okay. Let's see here. I don't think we really have to compose anything because we only have one thing. Export default with router player card container. Actually, yeah, we have to. Doesn't sound ineffective. I didn't say ineffective. I said inefficient. Not the same thing. You could turn this as a pure function. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's do it. I don't think there's gonna be much logic in here anyways. Let's do it. Player card container dot prop types is this. Boom. Prop types is gonna be game ID is a prop types string is required. We evil react. Fuck you. I'm actually considering to just make this player card with router. Or player cards with invite link. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna turn this into an... You know what? You know what, chat? I'm gonna turn this into an HOC. It's gonna be called with link, maybe? With invite link. .js. And it's gonna be a function with invite link, and it's gonna take a game ID object, or an object with a game ID, and it's gonna return an... Oh, it is an object. It is a function that takes a... This is a function that takes one argument, that returns a function that takes one argument, a wrapped component, and then it returns. Are you streaming your MacBook on your PC? Because I'm using a capture card. But welcome, Random. How's it going? So, Captain Parax, long time no see you. What's up, bro? Someone did sidebar enchant update, which is remove donate $20. What? I don't understand what you just said. What is this? Yeah, wait. This is the actual with invite link. This is the actual class, basically the actual component. I'm just let you take this, but then not have this props, and then Jesus, constant invite link. Let's copy paste this from whatever we just created. Where did I create that? Wait, oh, I've already removed it. Okay, fuck it. I'll just have to copy it from here then again. This one, this one, this one. I think. fuck. Oh, I'm so stupid. I wanted to make this an HSC because I thought, you know, the only thing it really does is I could actually reuse this and pass in a game ID, so it could always have an invite link prop on it for whatever reason or whatever other use case I might have for it later on. Then I realized this kind of depends on router. Oh, yeah. So we could actually So it's kind of an HSC that's dependent on some other thing. That's not fun. Oy. Because the thing is, I want to depend on create ref, because what if we later on decide to remove this hashtag in our link, for example? Then I want to make sure that this still properly renders, you know? So Wilkins. So that kind of sucks too, because that doesn't really work that well. Unless with invite link also injects router, but that's kind of awkward. When do you think this project is finished? I have no fucking idea. I don't think it will ever finish. But I've learned a lot from it, so I'm still working on it. Maybe slowly later on. I think if all the core functionality is in there and it's playable, then I'll consider it finished. I don't think I'm gonna add like spells. Maybe I'll just keep it to minions and then this project is over soon, I guess, because it takes a lot of time before you actually get it done, and I start to slowly get bored out by it. But I did learn a lot about this or from this project, so I'm really happy with that. Probably want to finish the styling, finish adding minions on the board, adding the ability to make decks, maybe fetching cards from somewhere else. It would be great if I could like try and figure out if I could actually make the animations work. That would be cool. Maybe add some different maps. Spells are going to be really hard to add, but maybe I can get that to work too. And then that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm going to add battle cries, death rattles and shit like that, but you know. All the beginning is there, so that's what counts. Oh wait, I actually didn't reset my session here, so still says I have 2 out of 2 subs. It's not true. Oh man, how am I gonna do this? I don't think this is the right use case then either. Maybe just Maybe just thinking too rough about this all. I have to stick to my own conventions. That's the hardest part about it. Sometimes I think some conventions. Yeah, this isn't gonna do it either. Because HSCs want to be standalone, and this one depends on React Router, which is kind of weird. So that doesn't work either. Let's just turn this into a container again. Player card with router or with invite link. Yeah, that sounds really stupid, and it kind of is, you know, in my honest opinion, but. Yeah. If you guys have any better solutions to this, let me know, because I don't like this name at all. Wait, who timed him out? He was going ham. Come on, dude. Let him be. He's chilling. He's chilling, dog. Okay. I guess I'll just make this an HSC. It's, I don't know. Doesn't do a lot. That's what I'm thinking. All right. Well then. Makes me feel really awkward, honestly, because this thing doesn't do that much, and it's still a different name. Player card with invite link. Even though I could just add an invite link to this player card, which is great, but then our game lobby, then this guy has to know about how to make links. Does this guy have access to router? No, because that's the game news screen, or not the game lobby screen. So maybe this guy has to create the link. Maybe. I actually don't think that's that bad of an idea. What the fuck? What am I complaining about? Let's just make this invite link here. What the fuck? We did it here before as well. This guy has access to a router, right? Yeah, with router. Beautiful. Oh my god, I just spaced out, I guess. Where's my router props? Router. Did spamly doodly. Time that man out now! Get him! Gun him down! Cinder being Cinder. What a shitty mod, am I right? Okay, game lobby now has invite link. So a player card doesn't really need game ID. Because it checks on player name. Because if a player name exists, then there's a player, you know? So here it's the... So this doesn't really need anything. Say this is the player name of the opponent. If it has an opponent, then it renders the opponent's name. Otherwise, it renders a player card with just an invite link. So if this guy has an invite link, then I would say render the... Then I have to switch this up. If it has an invite link, then we want to show the modal, otherwise render ready or not ready. Yeah, this makes sense. We get a free timeout. Pineapple pen. Oh no. Stop treating my mods like shit, yo. Okay, invite link with that here too. So instead of game ID, do we really need the game ID? No. Invite link, that's all we need. Okay, so we don't need that ugly ass container component. We just render it a little top level and then pass it down. So I think we're chilling. Okay. Start new game. Invite a friend. And the link works. Beautiful. So what I want to do now is there is a library. Somebody told me that. Clipboard.js. I've never used it. Clipboard without Flash. 3 kilobytes gzipped. So let's take a look at the source code because I actually want to know what this is all about, you know? I want to know how this works. But we love Flash. I remember that back in the day, this actually was impossible to clipboard without Flash. So something without Flash, it works. That sounds great. And it works. It just works. But I kind of want to use this and maybe clipboard React. There's always some library for it. Based on the idea of Trello described in Stack Overflow. Here we go. I wrote the code that Trello uses. We don't actually access the user's clipboard. Instead, we help the user out a bit by selecting something useful when they press Ctrl+C. We take advantage of the fact that when you want to hit Ctrl+C, you have to hit Control key first. When the Control key is pressed, we pop in a text area that contains the text that we want to end up on the clipboard and select the text in it. So selection is all set when the C key is hit. Then we hide the text area when the Control key comes up. Okay, wait, what? A CoffeeScript. Constructor, the value is set to empty. On document key down, it checks if it's the Control key. Then if the e.target input is visible, text area visible. Abort if it looks like they've selected some text. Maybe they're trying to copy out a bit of the description or something. Oh, what is underscore defer? I don't want to know what that is. Defer. Invoking the function until the current call stack is cleared. Similar to using setTimeout with a delay of 0. Useful for performing expensive computations or HTML rendering in chunks without blocking the UI thread from updating. You pass the optional arguments that will be forwarded. Okay, nice. You render a text area. They delete clipboard. They take the value, append it to the clipboard container. They focus. They select it. This isn't really clipboard, right? Yeah, meta key. So you press Ctrl+C to copy. But that always happens, right? So I don't understand. Clipboard.js. React wrapper for Clipboard.js. Oh no. I actually just want to know how it works. There must be... Okay. Today's clap, which is one of our islands, adds event listers on them and instantiates a new clipboard action on each click. How did it actually do it? On click. Trigger, da-da-da. They make a new clipboard action. Performs a selection from either text or target. Action properties and then executes a copy and cut operations. Okay, this is important. In its selection, select fake, select target. Add event Hitler click. Fake element. So it makes a text area, font size 12. Blah, blah, blah. Scroll tab. Sure. Copy text. Okay, here we go. What does that do? Exec command. Document exec command. I've never heard of that. These are the cool things, you know? You're learning every single time you start to like take off other people's code. See, delete and cut and copy. How well supported is this? IE9, Chrome, copy cut. My Chrome version. Can I just see that over here? How do I see that? About. Okay. Okay, IE9, Opera 29. Basic support, question mark. Okay, so this is just what they do. Does it really seem that hard? Did we really have to turn this into... Okay, let's try this out. Current selection to do... Okay, so you have to select something. That's important. So you have to select a certain text and then call exec command, document.exec command. What is our fallback for older browsers? So they're trying it and then handle result. Opera Mini not supported. What a surprise. So if I click this, they have to immediately select all of the text and then use exec command. Kind of want to try this out. Okay, select all this. Document.exec command. Parameters. See command list for possible commands. Okay. I think that's like cut and copy. Copy. Copy is a command. Copy. Okay, is the rest a boolean indicating whether the default user interface should be shown? It's not implemented in Mozilla. Okay, false. Exec command RF, yeah. For commands which require an input argument, such as an insert image. Okay, it's not needed. Okay, so let's just... No. Oh wait, I didn't select anything. Okay. Sure. Sure. That's nice. That seems okay to me. So why would we use Clipboard.js if this is all it takes? I don't know. So how do we select something? That's what they do in here, right? That's what they do here as well. Select. Clear selection. Select from select. Init selection here. Select fake. Or if there's a target, select target. And select target is select this target, and then copy text. Select from select. So they're using select, which is a library apparently. Select. Select npm. React select. It's getting more easy by the second, yo. Select input. And then it just selects the whole text? Okay, well, how does this work? Select element. So element.node name is select. Then it... Okay. Right. Right. So this works on multiple input elements. It doesn't. So that's what this library makes it easy, is that it checks for if it's a select box and it just focus it. If it's an input, then it focus and then set selection range. Okay, that's what we need. We need input set selection range. Is there an actual React wrapper for that, or do we just have to use what's it called? REFS. I think we have to use refs here. React do everything for me? Pretty much, yeah, but I mean, I didn't really mean like React do everything for me. It's more like React has certain form things. They have like their own events and stuff as well. So maybe they have something for selecting. Let's just select tags. React functional components refs. Is that possible? No. Okay. So I think I'll turn this into a class then. We're gonna have to render, obviously. Oops. This is what we take out of the props, so we can also do that here. Okay, so now we have to start calling refs here. So this is ref to input becomes this dot invite link input. This is not allowed. Arrow function should not return assignment. Oh no. This is legit how they want it to. This is the way the React wants it to. This works too, though. Okay. Okay, so now we have a reference to the actual DOM element. That's important. And now we want to call this on it. Select. So we first want to focus. Select. Invite link input. Copy. On click, it's gonna be copy. So we first focus. And then we set selection state. Let's just constant this input. So we don't have to always reference to that this dot instance. It's nice and short, you know? Okay. Invite link input. Be a little bit more explicit, you know? Okay, there's a couple of things that they do, and then we copy it. Let's just copy it immediately. Let's see how it works. Input text copied. Text copied is what we do then, and we console log the actual value of this. Okay. Okay, let's see if this works, boys. I'm curious. Invite link, copy, and it broke. Can I read properly undefined? Oh no. Oh yeah, right. That's what I was thinking. It doesn't automatically bind this, so I didn't have access to this. Yeah, let's try this again. Copy. Text copied. I mean, why the fuck would we use Clipboard.js if literally this is all we have to do? So after we copied, we can we can stop selecting. But what does GitHub do when I copy the Git thing? Wait. So they just select it too. Just keep it selected. So I think that's what I want too. Cool. All right. That's pretty neat. So we can actually copy paste this. If I copy this again, text copied, boom. Nice. We can focus and select on component did mount. Could do that. Yeah, I'm not sure if that improves the usability though. Is that behavior that is? I think that's actually decent behavior. Yeah, you're right. I think component did mount actually does properly mount immediately. Ah, fuck it. Let's just stick to it. Stick to the convention. Do you already have access to this though before this did mount? Yeah. Okay. Seems really odd, isn't it? Wait, this is all it does. Okay. What's he talking about? Oh, constructor. Wait. This is not a constructor. Yeah, you're right. I was like, wait a minute. We have to call super into a constructor. I forgot. Oopsie. Focus of undefined. In root. Divide modal this dot select. Focus of undefined. This is undefined when did mount gets called. Wait, but how do they have that here then? Because they have it exactly the same. When the ref attribute is used on a custom component, the ref callback receives the mounted instance of the component as its argument. For example, if you wrap the custom text input above the simulated it being clicked immediately after mounting. They may not use the ref attribute on a functional components because they don't have instances. You can, however, use ref attributes inside the render function of a functional component. Oh, so we could have also done that. Okay. It's kind of weird how they added this example. Oh, this is... This is when they actually like render something. Useless constructor. Okay. Wait, how did it call there already? What? Wait a minute. It got called here already. The invite player mode got called when it just first rendered, but it didn't even... How the fuck is it mounted? What? Wait, how is it mounted already here? Wait a minute. It's not even rendered. Let's open false. Look, it's so weird. How is that shit already mounted? Oh, it's already rendered? Oh, yeah, the modal is already being rendered here. It's just not open yet. Okay. So we have to call this when it opens. Okay. Modal, React modal. Okay. On after open. Okay. That's pretty easy. I don't want to call an anonymous function in here, which is kind of awkward. Select input. Nah, just make select. Take this out of itself, I mean. Just this be a standalone thing, whatever. So we can at least use this.select. Is this okay? What would you guys say? Is this too explicit? Is the message that we do here, is that too explicit or not? Oh. Is the message that we have here, is that too explicit? I wonder if my follower thing is just broken or did just nobody followed today. That could also be the case, but who knows? Maybe my follower overlay is broken. Select input value, or would you guys just say select? Select and then copy. Whatever. Too much trying to get things perfect, you know? I always have that. This let's select. Yeah, sure. Let's see if this works. New. It's selected. Okay, let's see this. Try this out one more time. Is that correct? 5E, yes, that's correct. Wait, it doesn't select. Wait, it didn't call select. What? See, the copy doesn't do anything. Oh, select and copy. I was already thinking, wait a minute, did it just broke something? Missing semicolon. Okay. I was already thinking, wait a minute, did I just break something? Hold on a sec. Text copied. Beautiful. Okay. So that works. So why would we use a library if we can just make it ourselves instead? Without adding 3 kilobytes to our bundle. GZ. Just look at the source. There's a lot of shit being called that we don't really need. Like, we have a pretty simple use case. We're just selecting and emitting. He's actually emitting like events themselves and shit like that. I'm like, I don't think we really need that, you know? We're just selecting an input and just copying whatever is in there. And apparently so, I mean, JavaScript has a document.exec command option. We should use Flash instead, yeah, maybe. They can just use all these functions like copy and cut and delete. Delete the current selection. So I think you can even use this inside of DOM element or text areas, for example. You can even set the font size. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see how that works. Document.exec command. Font size. False, I think. And then 20. Can I please know what the font size is first? Toggles bold on off for the selection or at the insertion point. Okay. It's a small tag event to selection. What the fuck? Wait, so I can select this? And I can set the font size to 20. Or not. Or it doesn't, nothing. Maybe it is 20 already. No, that can't be. Okay, that doesn't work. So we fucked up, boys. Did it do anything? Okay, let's make this bold. Document, exec command, bold. False. Copy. True. So why is bold false? If the command is not supported or enabled. Okay. Italic. So I guess that only works in like text areas. Redo. What the fuck? Use CSS with an emoji? Like, no, man. True modifies generates style attributes in markup. False generates formatting elements. Toggles the use of HTML tags or CSS for generated markup. Requires a boolean true or false as value argument. This argument is logically backwards. Use false to use CSS, true to use HTML. Do you need a string for maybe? I just think that you cannot do this font size changing. You can only do that in text areas, I think. Because underlining too, I don't think it works in DOM elements that are already placed in the DOM. So let's add a text area here. It's like a new thing, right? Or is it $1? Yeah, $1. Okay. $1, append child. And then we could also do this. Inner HTML. It's gonna be text area. Hello world. Okay, where's the text area then? Oh, there it is. It's already thinking, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. So now we select this text area. So now we're... Insert an HTML string at the insertion point, delete selection, remove. Requires a valid HTML string to be passed in a value not supported in this explorer. Wait, what did I select? I thought I selected this thing. Oh, this is $0. Wait, what's $1 then? Oh, that's inside. Wait. Okay. So $0 is this, and then $1 is inside, so you can have childs, and then... Okay, cool. So let's say we have this selected. One dot focus. $1 dot select. Set selection range. 0 to $1 value dot length. So it selects the whole text. Beautiful. $1 dot document dot exec command, and then I want to underline it. Bold. False. Document exec command. Bold. Not working. Query command state. What the fuck is that? There's so many things you can learn, man. That's the cool thing about it too. Example to be decided. Okay. Sure. Okay. Async. Bad practice. What the fuck? There's no documentation. There's a specification though. And it's gone. Exec command. No, was that it? Yeah, exec command. This spec unofficial draft November 2. The spec is incomplete and is not expected that it will advance beyond draft status. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, the people are suggesting to use this. But they have no idea what it is. Oh, content editable maybe. Oh, yeah, that's right. You have content editable, obviously. That can... Oh, yeah, right, wait, let's remove this. Let's put it in this DD. 0. Yeah. Inner HTML. Let's add a div with content editable. Div content editable is true. Is it content dash editable? No. Okay, let's try this. Where was I? I actually just want to try this out now. I mean, why the fuck not, right? Yo, chat, you guys aren't bored yet, right? Okay. Okay, so this is... Let's add a border to that. What is it? Is it text area now? Okay, this is now 0. 0 the style is border 1 pixel solid black, and padding is like 20 pixels, and margin is like 10 as well. Okay, beautiful. So I can type in this, but what if I select a part of it and then I call document exec command bold? Ah, see. So to change things inside a content editable div, you can select something and then you can call document the exec command underline, and then you can underline stuff. Okay, that's pretty useful. That's pretty useful. So I guess we could change the size of this text too by changing document exec command the font size to be false 64. Yes, indeed. Okay. Okay, right. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. That's awesome. I like that. That's pretty cool. Cool. All right, now we've learned about exec command. That's pretty interesting. I don't think I'm gonna use it a lot, but maybe later on, you know, maybe later on in our job we might have a use case where this is useful. Okay, so now we added the functionality of being able to. Oh, we've done a lot of shit actually. So let's first commit the stuff that we actually did first before adding the logic. I don't want to go back in time. Let's copy paste it. Let's copy this and let's go back in time just to get like a proper commit message, you know? So we have this at least. Let's go all the way back to where we were before. Maybe there's a faster way to do this, but the state I want back is like rendering the modal and then adding value being the invite link. And it's still being like on this one. This is the only thing that's changed. Beautiful. Okay. So now all we added here was add invite link in modal instead of game ID. Sup, Ark? How's it going? Long time no see, dude. How have you been? Okay, now we go back in time and just pretend as if we just all wrote this. Boom. Add copy to clipboard functionality. Boom. Okay. Now we're gonna start styling this shit because it's really ugly, right? It's really ugly. Ugh. Let's go. This is ugly. Life takes time these days and it sucks. True. Been busy. Tough life, man. Okay, we can remove this. Wait, this was also in the commit. Let's remove that too. Actually, we don't want any console logs in here, you know? That'll be stupid. We don't need any of that. Okay, we've copied the clipboard. That's good. Why are you going to start styling this? Is logic already done? Yeah, logic is already done. Yep. Not the whole game, but parts of it. Yo, thanks so much for the host too, Ark. Appreciate it. How are things in Boydland? I'm gonna have to find an apartment in Amsterdam. I'm gonna be working next week at a company in Amsterdam. I'll be temporarily staying at Wolfie's place because of that, because I haven't found an apartment yet. I really want to start. Yo, Bro Frost, thanks so much for the follow. First follower of the day, I think. Yeah, that must mean that all the people that are here actually have either already followed before and just are here back because they just like the stream, maybe. Yo, Zeno Bobby, thanks for the follow as well. Not even bored? You wicks. Good luck with finding an apartment in Amsterdam. Yeah, it's really hard. Okay, let's start styling this ugly ass modal. Okay, so I had a functional design for this. It's pretty functional, but it's good enough to be able to call it a design. This part only though. It's really simple. Okay, so we have some styles right here, some base styles. And we have a reset too. Yo, Jimmy Shoes 69, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. So let's stick to our SAS guidelines. Did you work from home? No, and I don't want to either, honestly. When to get timed out, just taking the mods for a walk and banned. I'm just starting out as a, you know, it's my first action. Like, I had a job before for like 9 months, and then I had to continue on doing uni. So it started out as an internship into a job, and then I had to finish my uni. So I finished my uni, and this is my actual first job after uni. So I really just want to like experience it as much as possible by just being there, working together and stuff like that. It's also really useful to learn, you know, working from home and like working remote, and it is partly remote because a large part of the team is in Canada, some part of the team is in London, so it's pretty remote oriented company. But I mean, I still want to learn as much as possible by just getting as much experience as possible by just being on location, basically. Architecture, that's what I'm looking for. Here we go. So this is new for me. I used to use an older one, but so abstracts is what we have. Vendors, base, components. I think base is for form, so let's just put it in base. I want the farms to be global. That's why. Someone to be able to add an input, and also want input to automatically be styled as well, I guess. Go to wait 3 skills if you learn how to everything works. That'll be 3 skills. Actually, I used to use that a lot too, honestly. I have to admit, back in my day, that was like the first website I used. Well, I like specific form styles. Let's just steal this from Bootstrap. What the fuck not? If it's not too complicated to copy and paste. Don't want to spend too much time on styling this anyways. Normally I would just write like, remove the border, but then add it later. So I guess border 1 pixel solid, and then CCC, and we don't have a color CSS file, so it's also kind of awkward. NBN all the way, yeah, definitely. I think I use CSS modules, so I can do this. Do we want input to always be clean? That's like the best cascading one, because that would mean that if input is always like non-styled, then we could add like extra styles using BEM, so that we always have like efficient style sheets, because then the base is empty and then we can just build upon that, which probably would be the best case. So we would probably remove this and this and this and this. So we would always say border is nothing, and input I'm trying a new approach here, because normally I style inputs differently than this, but I kind of want to see if this works. Are you going to stream also this year with Christmas for raising money for charity, or only streaming? I actually don't know, because like I said, I don't have an apartment yet. So the next upcoming 2 weeks are going to be really variable whether or not I'm actually going to be streaming at all. And I hope after these 2 weeks I'll actually have an apartment myself, and then there's going to be a lot of moving. There's going to be Christmas back and forth, so I might not be at home and stuff like that. So it's going to be really difficult to actually say what is coming up the upcoming like weeks, because everything is literally variable for me, and it really sucks. It's really hard for me to make plans if I just do not know whether or not I have an apartment in like the upcoming 2 weeks, because finding an apartment in Amsterdam is so fucking difficult. It's ridiculous. Maybe we just want to import this because it looks better. It is a global style, but maybe it's not needed. I think that's what it's called, right? I can't remember. I haven't used this in so long, because I haven't styled anything in so long. Class names, yeah. Class names, blah blah blah. Okay, we always go for form styles. Wait, it doesn't reach styles? Wait, how does it not reach styles? It's also in source, right? Okay, now it finds it. Nice. Form styles. That is not the proper style. Border 0, border 0. Okay. We added this, right? So funny, how's it going? Class is empty. There's no class on it. The fuck? Hello? There's no class name on it. That's interesting. Okay, let's see. Let me console log this. Farm styles. Hate that the mode automatically closes. Does it have to be out of global? Yeah, maybe. You're right. Oh yeah, you're right. So that's why I never used those global things, or the other way around. You're right. I hope they could actually like also call it without using global. Dun, 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 dun. Good break. So like a router error. Goodness. Why does it change routes every time? I hate it. How? How does it change routes every time? Oh, I guess I actually know. Wait, let me turn that off. It's kind of annoying. Required name is fine. Let's remove that. Redirect if no game ID. Fuck you. God damn it. Please. Let's remove this. Does this work? No. No surprise. But there should be a space before this. Should be no space before this. Wait, but there's no space. Okay, we're chilling. Okay, now it works. You were using global in your CSS so you could access the style from outside of the component. I used global so that I could reference to the class name directly because I use CSS modules which make it that look at my class names. These class names are always going to be prefix basically, or I don't know what the other one is when it comes after it, because prefix is before. So there will never be conflicting class names. So if you have like class names that are specific to modules themselves, then you might want to just want to use CSS modules because it will always make sure that no class names are being overridden by other class names. Suffix, thank you. Thank you. Welcome Lift Mika, by the way. Bonnie's welcome too, I think I already said that. And welcome Ebucklin. Okay, full width. Let's add padding too, I think that's like a good base. Oh, the modal close every time though. That's annoying. That's a lot of padding. It's pretty big. I hate that the modal keeps closing. How do I persist modal stay? Fuck my ass. I just really want to take that out of Webpack, dude. Just remove this shit. I don't really care if ESLint has errors. I just want it to compile. Get the hell out of here. It's cool that it shows, but I just always want it to compile. Even if there's errors like that. Okay, nice. Just want to make sure that it actually does what I'm doing. Nice. ESLint sometimes, man. I love it, but I also hate it sometimes with these situations. Did somebody shout upstairs? I'm not sure. Okay. Actually, I want to keep this open, so don't forget to remove this. But I'll see it in Git anyways. Yo, Mika, thanks so much for the follow. I hope I can call you Mika, right? Please say I can. We also need this. This has been a test for me, doing the styling like this with CSS modules, and in some way I like it, but in some way I don't. I don't like how it like works with them, and I also don't like how if you reuse styles somewhere else, I also get like these like really hard callouts to different files. I don't like that much. I don't like that much either. I like that you can remove styles because you can always know if you use a file or not somewhere because you explicitly call for something. So I think it's more safe, but it does get on my nerves a little bit in terms of how fast I work, basically. My the speed that I get from just using styles in one basically one folder and just letting CSS do all the work, so just generate one file, and then using those class names in my CSS, in my React, does make me work faster in my opinion, but it does come with a price as well. So I'm not really sure if I like this way of styling yet. If you guys have like a different approach to styling your React components, and just let me know, because I'm definitely open for suggestions. I'm not gonna rewrite this whole app because that's not the point of this shit, but wait, there's actually something wrong with the name, the link, invite link. Wait, there's no game ID. Oh, that's correct. Yeah, that's fine. There's gonna be a game ID here. We do want working with one file is always better than working with several files. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm not convinced of styling the component styling inside the components themselves is what I'm saying too. There is obviously, like I said, if you have like a big application, and I've seen this multiple times, like every job I've worked at, there's always been legacy code, and people are scared to remove CSS because they do not know if they use it somewhere. So that's definitely a problem, and this approach fixes it because you explicitly call Like you explicitly import certain files. So if you use that file only in a couple of React components, do you know exactly like, can I remove this CSS or not? But for example, if I have card styles here, and I want to use the same card styles in a different, maybe not card, what was it? Minion? Yes, maybe? I think a minion styles maybe? No, okay. I had like something that I reused. Player card. Can't remember. I actually don't know. I guess a card back, no. Oh wait, I actually didn't search properly. See, I reuse card styles a couple of times, but look at this explicit calls. It's so ugly. I really don't like it. And I could do it differently, like components and then cards. I think that's actually a lot better than what I'm doing here. What frameworks is it? This is React. The tech is all over the place. Well, I don't think that's a bad thing. I just hate the fact that I have to make calls like that. If I reuse certain styles over and over and over, or across multiple files, it's so ugly to like have classes like this. Card styles and card back styles, and then having to call this and this, and it doesn't feel right. Also, we need to fix our card backs. That's still an old component. That's when the documentation and friendly commits come into background. Even the CSS must be tested and documented so people are not scared of touching it. Yeah, but how? Yeah. I don't know. Comes with both sides have their ups and downs, I would say. I mean, this is not bad either, right? I mean, the fact that I am explicitly calling stuff, but this doesn't feel right, you know? When you're using them, this is makes it messy, in my opinion. Having like, let's say you have like a couple of things that you want to style, like this button and the H1 and this input. You have like button styles, input styles, this, instead of just calling like class name and then button, primary. I don't know, it seems okay to me. But then again, like if you use button primary somewhere and you replace it, or you have a new button primary basically, then you have to prefix it differently because it doesn't automatically prefix your CSS. So there's also an upside to like having these explicit calls, because then we can actually like suffix our CSS to make sure that if we have another forms file, it doesn't overwrite the other classes that we have, except if we use global, but we don't use that anymore. So I'm not really happy about this yet. It does work. I'm not happy with it. It's not the best solution to me yet, but it does solve some problems. For this app, I think I would have preferred it the other way around, but since I'm already in here, I'm not gonna change it around. Yeah, exactly. That is what I have too. Like, that's the problem I have now too, is you have mix-ins, for example, and normally you use your mix-ins like this. Like here's also, we use kind of both. We have like some stuff that's global, so I include this globally basically. So normally you would import your mix-ins here and you could use it in every file, but if you like explicitly call for a separate file, that doesn't really work anymore. So these are also like these trade-offs, you know, like fuck. You cannot really, you have to explicitly call in forms to make use of certain mix-ins and variables, and to simulate some sort of heritage. There's a lot of approaches to CSS now. There's also like the just JavaScript approach. There's like the recently, I actually started one of those projects. Oh, my stars. This one. This one's also an interesting approach. It's just like writing your CSS like this. But then again, there's no highlighting if you fucking misspelled something. But it is JavaScript, so you could like actually use something like this. Wait, why don't I use text color? That's not a CSS property. Something like this. So that's also an approach to it. But yeah, there's a lot of approaches, and yeah. I mean, next week I'm gonna start working, so I'm definitely interested in what they're using for CSS. Because during my job interview, we actually talked about this. So I'm pretty interested in what they have in mind. So this is a normal approach, right? Like abstracts. Well, normally I called this like mix-ins, or I can't remember. I have a project here now. I have like a project that I use for my job interview as well. Yo, Bucklin, thanks so much for the follow. I was actually trying out during my. I had to like make a project for the company that I was gonna work for. I had to fix like one of their things. I just make a small app. Let's see here. The styles. So the styles in this one were also different than normally do. So this was just a separate. Oh wait, this is not the branch. So you will see that here I include like the mix-ins in every single file, and I'm really pissed off about that. Here, utils. Here again, utils. Explicitly called out. Oh, this is so ugly. I just can't. When I see this, I just vomit all over the place. So I'm still looking for like a solution to this, definitely. There's some way I like this approach, and some way I don't. Okay, let's continue. Okay. So we want our copy to be inside of this, and I think Bootstrap actually has pretty cool syntax for it. So I think I want to just steal that, you know? I think they have like inputs where they have something inside the input, right? I think. So here they have input, text area, selection boxes, blah, blah, blah. Select, password, blah, 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 confirm, da, 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 disabled. I haven't found a comfortable spot in the React world yet. Yeah. Input text with input with help desk text. Oh, this is the help desk? Okay. Sure, man. This one. Form group. Control label. No. The span inside the input group. So it's called an input group, is what they have. Oh, one up. This one. But then we want a button in it. I think they have that too. I think. Inline form, yeah, that's what we kind of need. But can you use a button there too? Dun, 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 dun. Well, I must go. Nice to meet you. Yo, nice to meet you too, dude. Welcome. We do programming streams every Saturday, so. But considering that I won't be at home next week, We'll have to see. Maybe I actually can stream from my laptop and do like programming streams from just my laptop, because now I stream from my main PC, my Windows PC, and then use a capture card. But I'm not bringing my PC to my friend's house, because I'll be staying over at my friend's house while I work until I find like an apartment myself. So he lives close to Amsterdam, so it's pretty decent. So I might be able to stream from my laptop and doing programming streams like during weekdays maybe. We'll have to see. Maybe I'm like super fed up after I work, after a day of work, and I'm like thinking, oh fuck it, I don't want to program even more, dude. I don't think it's gonna be the case because I love it, but you know, who knows. So it's definitely all questions that I have. I thought I had like something for this, but inline forms, bootstrap, inline forms. Oh, there's also Alpha, the new one. Where am I going to work? I'm going to work at Lightspeed. Lightspeed in Amsterdam. Hate it when websites are so big. Yo, Offka997, thanks so much for the follow. I hope I said that correctly. It's also that my display size isn't really small, because otherwise my capture card wouldn't work. So it's like 720p. Form inline, no. Guess we're gonna call it a form group, but we can just do this, right? Last name. Oh, we didn't do that. Form styles, input full. It seems correct to me, right? Why doesn't it work? Oh, it's double dash. Yo, Abba Guilis. Wait, how the fuck do I pronounce that? Gilis. Abbe Guilis. Gilluise. Ah, this is hard. Welcome. Thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate that. You forgot about posting your stream on Discord again? Oh, yeah. My bad. Joshua actually asked, and I forgot to tell him to do it. Well, I can do it myself real quick. Okay. With 100%. How about this one then? With auto? Because if this is 100%, then it takes like the 100% width of this, right? And it just pushes this one away? Or doesn't that matter if I... Order array 0 with 100% table cell? Really? Let's see if that works. Interesting. Never seen that before. I've seen table cell before, but I could have also just tried it here. I don't know what I'm trying here. Does the other one have table cell too? Yeah. Okay. Float left. Oh, they use. Oh yeah, obviously makes so much sense. Input group, form control. How will we call this? If you split inputs, so you could have multiple inside of an input. So what time are you going to stream? I'll probably stream for like half an hour more, but most of the time so it becomes a lot longer. Naming things, man. Naming things is the hardest thing ever. Because what it actually is, if I correctly do BEM, this is an input group. But it doesn't have to be, because it could also just be a regular input. So, and then this would be full, and this would be input group into input group input group element, input group. How do they do that? Input group add-on. Okay, sure.
Like the attention, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like kung fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us.
Does this work? It does. Quick. Input group. The same thing as input base. Floats left. The other one has to float left as well.
If you ever need a helper, you should know that I'll be there day and night. Nobody else can love you better.
I want dead letters too. I want dead letters too. What? What face? What face? It obviously has to clear fakes, because otherwise this is not gonna work. had an actual utility for this, I think. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not anymore. Makes sense. Wait, I can steal that from my other project. We just have a clear fix. We could also use Flex if we want to. That wouldn't be a bad idea either, actually. Considering that we have a Chrome only project, why the fuck not use... Yeah, why the fuck not use Flex on it, actually? Fuck those floats. Fuck those floats, dude. Display Flex all the way. Wait. Oh, that was quick. We did it. That was actually just perfect. You know, sometimes the things can be as easy as you want them to be. Perfect. Yeah, dude. I actually forgot completely that I actually use Flexbooks all over the place in this project, so why the fuck not use it here too? That's retarded. Okay. Let's think a bit now. Let's think a bit ahead. I think our base would be... I think I need color variables. I start to find the need of to actually structurize my CSS. I was like, at first I could just do this, it's fine, but slowly becoming worse. So yo, peace out, just Mr. Wolf. Thanks for stopping by, man. We definitely want to make the text bigger. It says 14. Is this really 14? There's no way. Oh, right. Don't really want to add inheritance, but honestly, it's okay, right, guys? It's fine, right? If I click this, I also want to select it, actually. But we can easily do that now. That's great, because we have, like, separate functions for selects. Just select it on click. Wait, why does our button not have a pointer? That's weird. How am I doing? I'm doing fine, man. How are you doing? Why are you dance gaming? Yeah, I know. It's not how it's supposed to be, but with inputs, like, if you have an input group and an input base, and you don't use the input base on the class because you're using the group and the input is inside the group, then you want that thing to be 14, right? It's not actually them, but okay. Alright, you got me. Let's go full bend then. Okay, sure. Alright, you got me. You got me. Sure. All right. Look how ugly these class names. Look how long they are. Because of fucking... because of explicit calling. Otherwise, I could just do this. It would be so perfect. Think about it. Think about how much cleaner this is. Okay, I would actually do it the other way around. But, you know, explicit styles, you know, that's how we do it. Happiness to the max. Yay. Okay, we actually did it in the BAM way. Okay, we accept it now. All right, you got me. This is more. This is the BAM way. Let's keep it that way. Okay, someone said, Boyd, are you on college? If so, what college? No, I already graduated, dude. I have my thingy right here. I have it right here. That's me, guy. It's all me. All graduated. All naked stuff. Alright, you got me. You got me. Okay. Let's also add a Twitter tweet thing. Do we want to? What did you do? I did communication and multimedia design. Communication and multimedia design on the NIL. That's what I did. Oh man. I think I want to actually make a component out of this. You know, just why not? Why the fuck not, right? This is React, for fuck's sake. Yo! What the fuck, Star BG?
Where do you code and can you show the game?
Where do you code? Where do you code and can you show the game? Yeah, of course. Just give me 1 second, alright? Where do I code? What do you mean by that? Thank you so much for sharing, dog. Appreciate that. Okay. So now we could actually add this input styles in this component now. But then we also need an input group which share the same styles. Oh man, these kinds of things, man. The more efficient way of writing the CSS would be to do it like this, right? Because they're sharing the same styles, both classes. But how do you do that? I guess you do it like me, like putting it in like an overall style folder that everybody has access to. Yo, X hi to Art, thanks so much for the follow. Okay. So we'll do a couple of things. It always does this. Except for class name. Because we overwrite that. So we do this, and then class name, we kind of make that ourselves. It's gonna be class names. Import that. And we... So an input always has base. This. This always happens. Then it's based on a couple of things, whether or not they actually get this class. For example, base. Isn't this how you do it? If props.base, I guess, exists. Is this proper? No, it's not. No, it is. Okay. Beautiful. Base. Prop types. Boolean. Is not required. Export default. Input. Okay, next up, what else do we have? We have a couple of other classes. Would look so tired and confused. I don't really. Do I? Also group.
Can you see my game?
Can you see my game? Of course. Dungeon adventure. Let's see here. Let me show you guys too. Let me show the plebs what's going on. What the fuck happened there? Wait. What the fuck? What the hell happened? He killed him while firing up. Wait, how? Wait. How? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The fuck happened? It spaced out. Look, he's firing up. Oh, no, he actually fired quick. Look. Actually fired really quick. Look. Yeah, the last bullet went down. You're right. He fired 2 up, and then the last... It was like a split second. It was there. Okay, you're right. There we go. Slow-mo time, boys. Here we go. Frame by frame. 1, 2. And then... Here we go. Here, he throws it, and he walks away immediately. He doesn't give a fuck, dude. He's like, yo! Cha. And then... He's like, don't even look at explosions, dude. It's like, bam. Fuck that shit. Look at him go, Doug. He doesn't give a fuck, dude. He's like walking forward and he's like throwing shit backwards. Like, yo, Doug, what up? Awesome. You die. Wait. I die? I die. No, I die. Fuck. Man. I die. Look. It says it right here. I die. I think that's a cool cool project. I think it's a cool start. I wouldn't really say it's like a game that people will actually play. I mean, I think it's more like a game that is cool for learning purposes is what I would say. I mean, we have plenty of, I mean, it's kind of stale the fact that we're walking like this way all the time, for example. It kind of follows the concept of like what is it called from the Bible thumb, Binding of Isaac ish. But like, for example, this, I don't know, there's no as far as I've seen from this, there doesn't seem to be a story. So a game needs to have some sort of story, because otherwise it doesn't really, you don't get a real emotions from a player. Or it is like for just comedy purposes. But this, for example, there's no context to why this is here or what is going on here. Every single thing you place in a game has to have some sort of purpose. It must be there for some reason. And it was actually crazy. I recently was looking for I was just browsing on YouTube, and it was like one recommended video of like a World of Warcraft, a BlizzCon. There was this one guy, maybe you guys actually know this guy, because he's really famous all of a sudden. It was the red shirt guy. Does anybody know that guy? In BlizzCon, maybe you guys have seen the video yourself. That guy comes back every year to BlizzCon to ask, he's so involved into the lore of the game that he comes back every single year and he's asking like all these lore-oriented questions, and everybody loves that guy because he just comes in, he was super nervous. Maybe I can actually show it to you guys. Hope I don't get copyright striked or anything like that, because this is on the YouTube. Just give me one sec. This guy right here. This guy comes back every single year.
Hello. I just finished reading The Shattering yesterday, and I noticed something. It said that Falstad Wildhammer was going to be on the Council of Three Hammers, but in the beta it's Kurdrin Wildhammer, and Falstad is not in the game at all. What happened to him?
There's people like this. If you make a game and you have really good, you have everything in the world like, I'm not advocating for World of Warcraft, I'm just saying that everything they put inside the game has a purpose. And there's people like this that literally almost like base around their whole life around a video game that is as in-depth as it can be, because the lore is literally, there's books for World of Warcraft about the whole lore. You want people like this to love your game. And I'm not a game developer at all. Like, this is my first project of trying to remake something that somebody else made, which is not really that useful at all, but you know, it teaches me to program properly, so that's why I do it. And it's actually getting more fun and fun now that I worked with this, so maybe I actually want to kind of make a web kind of game. But you want people like this because the lore is so in-depth that people read it and they love the story and they fantasize themselves about it, and they try to figure out like what is going on, and why is this there, or is this corresponding to this in the game and stuff like that. So if you, for example, in your game, I'm walking in this room, I have no idea why I'm there. I'm walking in this room and I see spikes of ice. That must have a purpose somehow. Like maybe my spaceship crashed, or I don't even know where I am, but maybe the spaceship that I'm on is like he's like stranded into this massive snow world I've never been on before, and you start out in this airship and you walk out of it and you come across all these monsters you've never seen before, and then you come across this ice world or something, and then later on you like try to gather parts to fix your ship, and then after you fix your ship you can go to a new world. And you know, these kinds of things add story and context to what the game is delivering. I would just say this is a good purpose, or this is a good video for, or a good game for educational purposes, for just learning how to make games. I think that's great, but I think everybody can agree that this is not a full game yet, and it's definitely in early development. I know, I don't understand, but there's no context to anything yet. You understand what I mean? I mean, there's just a random room. You just start here in this empty room, and there's like one door. It's like, okay, there's a door, and then you walk into this room, and all of a sudden there's ice spikes. Okay. And then in the other room there is no ice spikes anymore. So as if this is like the freezer. Is there like meat everywhere? Like where you oh well, doesn't matter. So in some way I actually realized how important a story, or at least like adding anything to the world, it has a purpose somehow. Like if he goes in depth as World of Warcraft, I think there's so many people that read the lore and can just say like, oh yeah, the reason these tombs are at this camp over here, that's just randomly, and if I come there as a casual player, I just take a quest. But if there's like a card of the map and there's like battle plans on it, then these battle plans must correspond with the actual underlying story for these people, these like your best fans basically of your game, to make them happy, you know? If they walk around in the world and they have a battle plan, just randomly like a map, and there's like a couple of scratches on there about like, yeah, we're gonna attack this. So I don't know a lot about World of Warcraft, but let's say you come across this like camp of like villagers, and they're mad about the leader in the castle, or the king or something, so they want to start attacking the castle. It's like a small group of people and they want to attack the castle, so they made a battle plan for it. If that doesn't correspond with the actual story, then these people are going to be so confused, and they're like, holy shit, this game doesn't make any sense. So in some way everything just has to make sense, and everything comes down, and everything just comes together as a whole. Sorry I hold on to this for a very long time. For a very long time. I don't think it makes sense for most of you, but it doesn't really matter. I just rambled on about something. Okay. Hammy, thanks so much for auto hosting. The Red Shirt guy has been a legend for years. That's true, that's true. So same goes for full. We also want full to be able to be a prop on an input file field. So we don't just want these input fields to correspond to classes that we're adding. So we're adding classes based on what props you deliver. So we can make this input a lot smaller, because right now we have to manually add this class. But what if we just do this, like input, or like maybe form input, to make it even look a little bit more like it's a custom component instead of like having input with like a capital. So I think like form input might be better. And then we can just say like base, full, and something like that, you know? But then again, there's like a couple of complications here, because these are shared styles. Grouped. Is grouped. Maybe? So this is a lot shorter than this, you know? So it's no base anymore. This is just full and group input. Is group input. Maybe? Is that a cool idea? I'm not really sure. Yeah. But I think it is better than what we currently had, so. Because now we're actually like splitting out our classes to props instead. which I think is a lot better. Dice probably will damage you or so. Yeah, I understand why, like, from a game perspective it works, but there's not a story reason for those things to be there, you know? That's what I'm saying. I mean, I obviously understand that if I touch the spikes, I will fucking die. I mean, that's probably really easy to understand, but the reason why these spikes are there, there's just no reason for it. I walked from one room to another, and all of a sudden there's spikes here. Just doesn't make a lot of sense. That's why. Adding context to all the things you do. Type. Type is also in there. Value, read only. It's fine. Yes. We only actually want to change the class names and shit. The rest we just pass all over. Okay, let's add this. See if this actually does anything.
Get in here!
Yo, Crazy Tomat, thanks so much for the follow. Let's start splitting this out. So let's rename this to form input. Because I think I like that a little better. Because then it's a little more clear that we're using, like I said, we're an actual using a custom component here, not just input. Okay, let's import this. From components. Group is, I would say, is part of group, but that's really long. Is grouped is what I would say. So it is grouped, and the rest is just all text, input, stuff like that. This is a good way to do it. Maybe bundle it like this. Or is my linter not going to be happy with that? Good work. Who still plays Big Game Hunter? Yes, interesting. I had a couple of people that I played against still that had that. The robot looks like something's triggered it. The robot looks like something's triggered it. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just legit gonna make like components for everything now. Form group. Constant form group. Yeah, let's copy paste this from form input. This one, this shit, boom. Wait, it's not JavaScript. Hold on a minute. I was already thinking, wait, why does my formatting not work? Okay, there we go. Wait, it didn't. Beautiful. So this thing the only thing it does really in here is it just takes its input group styles and adds them to this. That's all it does. So let's do that too. Div. If I were to add more classes to it, why the fuck not, right? Beautiful. Import class names from class names. Props can be literally be anything. It takes children though. Or can it also render? Wait, can I just render it like this? But then it doesn't do anything with children. But it does pass props down, so I think I can actually add children to it if I want to. I think so. So let's say we can add children. Oh, I see a mistake there. It's grouped is also a mistake. There we go. Form group, blah, blah, blah. I think this works now. So let's add this to this index as well. Oh. Form group. Form input. Form. Form input, form group. So form group is for whenever you want a input field to be inside of or to be bundled with some other elements. So you want some, for example, like this. You want an input field, and inside that you also want this. This is not an input now though. So do we want that? Not really. Ugh, ugly. Not the best, actually. Because you still want this to be an input field, or at least select this. We're gonna work on that though later. So this is gonna be a form group now. Full is grouped, read only. We have a button. If you click on it, it selects and copies. Okay, remove this now. So we don't have to do anything with styles anymore, which is great. Fantastic. The less we have to do with styles, the better it is. It added input to it. But if... Oh wait, this is actually only input if it's not group. Oh, this is also called form input, which is form group. Because I was copy pasting it. Okay, form group is like form input. And this one is... no, it's not an input group, is it? It's a group input. This is what it is. It doesn't refresh. Did it break? Invalid prop children of type array supplied is respected a single element. Oh wait. Children prop types. One of type Oh yeah, this one. This is what we need. So form group should be a type of this. We can remove all the prefixes. Beautiful. Full is grouped on input tag. Oh god. Fuck, man. Because it's first adding all the props to it, so it's also adding all these random props to it. Oh man. We want to be able to add all the input props to it, no matter what it is. But we want to... Oh man, what the fuck? Okay. All right. Base is grouped and full, and then the rest from props. And then we can just use base. We can use is grouped. Then we can use full, and then we can use rest here. Boom. That's how they do it, okay. Can I read focus of null? So now our input is not an actual element. Okay. If you downgrade your React version, it won't warn you about passing random props to DOM elements. That's true, that's true. I actually know when it got released too. But welcome Mount Kimby, how's it going? Where in the Netherlands do I live? I live in Leeuwarden now, but I will move to Amsterdam soon. Okay. So this ref is not working anymore. Okay, there was also something about that. Using ref on the recommend using this pattern instead. On using a custom component, the ref callback receives the mounted instance of the component as its argument. For example, if you want to wrap custom above the similar. What? How does that not work? You may not use ref attribute on a functional component. Oh, okay. I see. No, that doesn't. Would it make a mistake? A difference, right? Because this is not a functional component. Okay, let's console log this. See what we get back from this. Ref is no. That's weird. How is ref no? We're passing everything else to the input. So let me console log what rest is. So ref doesn't really matter because that obviously doesn't go into the onto the input. Because ref is only in the component. That's weird though. How is this undefined? I barely use ref, so no, don't use that. That's the other. That's the old version. It's functional component. Is it? Is it though? Oh. Yeah, I know, but I thought it was like... I read it right here. When you reference a functional component, you may not use ref attributes on functional components. That's what I do know. Because I read it, but... she didn't understand. I thought it was like... ref inside the render function of a functional component. Okay, so the form input itself cannot be a functional component. Makes sense. Okay. Can fix that pretty easily. Whoops. And we're done. Can I like link to this part? I'm gonna see if there's an ID on this. That'll be great. Last highlight. Is there an ID? Please let there be an ID. Oh no, there's not an ID. No. There's only an ID on this one. So I can only link to this. I want to link to a certain paragraph. Ah, whatever. Okay. I always like to comment at these comments because otherwise people don't know why we're... Do I want to add an extra enter here? Okay. So now this should work? See, now at least we get a ref. But we get a custom thingy. That's also interesting. We get the custom component, which he said are here already. Here. If the ref is a custom component, the ref caller has received the mounted instance of the component as its argument. For example, if you want to wrap custom text input above to simulate it being clicked immediately after mounting. Wait, what is that? receives the mounted instance of the component as its argument. So how do I reach this, the DOM then, the actual DOM node? Because I do it like this, but apparently that doesn't work. Because I just used it. It said that it's legit just... So it's ref input, console the ref input, and then I set the input to this, and then I literally call focus on it, and it says that focus is not a function. Because it's calling the React component, not the actual DOM node. That's weird. The ref will actually be the actual DOM node unless it's a React component, which it is, in which case you need to do React DOM find DOM node. Oh goodness. Wasn't there something against that too? I remember that they didn't deprecate it, but they actually have an issue on that. It eventually gets deprecated. There we go. I read it somewhere. In React DOM, that is. Not even in just normal React is already deprecated, but I think I remember that it said they'd rather have like refs. I remember that I read it somewhere. I can't find it anymore. If only I remember where it was. Maybe it is in this correct issue though. I guess there's no other way though. But I'm pretty sure they stopped like certain optimizations because FindDOMNode. I remember that they said something about this. They couldn't go with certain optimizations because of FindDOMNode. I hadn't heard about that. They use it internally as well, so let me see. Let me look at my FindDOMNode. RecDOMNode deprecated. No. It's the same issue, right? Yeah. No FindDOMNode is an actual rule. Hold on a minute. Facebook eventually, as it blocks certain improvements in React's future. This is what I was talking about. So almost no situation where you want to use FindDOMNode over callback refs. We want to deprecate this eventually, not right now, because it blocks certain improvements in React for the future. Field. See, this is what I was talking about. They actually added this rule in ESLint as well, but the thing is, if you're not using this on an actual DOM node, how the fuck do you do it then? It makes like no sense. It's like a custom. This is what the fuck. My DOM node and the children and the first. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? This one. Ref function with a block. It calls this a DOM node. Components explicitly compose notes they want to. So that could also work if we could just have like this extra. But I thought a ref was getting passed over anyways, but. But ref is obviously not passed over, that's why. That's why this is an issue. So what we could do instead is like. I kind of wanted to call refs because that would make more sense, right? Ref. Wow, that's so dumb. Because they obviously don't pass over refs to the actual DOM node because that's not an actual DOM thing. So if I would pass ref to if I actually want ref to come into this one, there's currently just no way. Because this is never, this gets never passed to the child component. I remember you. Actually, I have no idea where to look. Oh. I remember you. This should scroll down. Is at the bottom. It's like a chat that keeps like pinned to the bottom. Yo, Clara B, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Oh man. This is a container. So that's where he placed the ref. On a diff. Pin to bottom, renders a diff. That, yeah, okay, so on a diff, it's really easy. I mean, but we also want to do that on a custom thing. That's the ugly part about it. I mean, we could wrap it in a diff, but that messes up with the styling. I remember you. What? I don't understand this one. Field. This that process input ref with the node. Oh, okay, okay. This could also work. And then pass it in props to the other one. What would this be? This is a node then. Yeah. But this is a function. But then only if it exists though, because I can't guarantee that input ref is actually a thing. Input ref. Oi, 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 oi. What is this? Expected an assignment or function call and instead saw an expression. Okay. I mean, considering that it's a function anyways, we might as well just add handle ref. That just does this. And does it also, do I also want to bind it like this to node? Might as well. Might as well, right? Okay. All right. So now this thing takes an input ref. which is really fucked up because now it has different names and now somebody has to know what the syntax for this one is. But at least it should work. Refresh this. Oh, nope. Non-prop input ref on input tag. Oh yeah, right. And now it's gonna say, oh yeah, input ref is not used. Please. You know what? Yeah, it might not be the best idea, but it could work. Ref handler is not defined. The fuck is he talking about? It's right here. Oh wait. There we go. Not bad. Does it make it more readable? Not really. He is lint errors, dude. Oh god. It works. Now it doesn't have to make use of this props. There we go. Copy. That works. Great. That's a DOM note. Well, that's awkward, but it works. It's not the best, but it could be worse, I guess. Beautiful. Okay. Your channel has been growing. Yeah, these programming streams are working out pretty well. I'm actually programming for 40 minutes longer than I actually should be, but oh well. Maybe there's a better solution to this one though. I don't think so. No, please. Oh. Please, I don't want to see jQuery in my React. Why? It's okay though. There's a lot of legacy applications that use jQuery in it. Yes, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What is this? Law of Demeter, or Principle of Least Knowledge, is a design guide for developing software, particularly in object-oriented programs. In its general form, the LOD is a specific case of loose coupling. Oh yeah, it's like making sure that your shit knows least about your children don't know about your parent. They're like independent of each other. I just don't. This example doesn't even work because it's like a button tag, a custom button tag. So what you will get is like an actual button. But welcome, Infinity Game Exploders. How's it going, Explorers? Sorry. Right, how about you? I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Just reading upon like a better way of doing things because I still don't like it. Still would really love to hold on to the name ref because that's like what people use for references, right? References to like DOM nodes and references to other components apparently too. But the thing is, because I have to use input ref because otherwise, but I just hate the fact that I have to use it. Because I'd rather just stick to this one API where I say like, hey man, this is a ref. You know? If I want to reference the DOM node, then it's great. What's up, Instant Brain? Says again. Booked. Like, FindDOMNode is not deprecated, but it's better not to use it. Because they will eventually start deprecating it and then it will be removed. So I'd rather not use it. Already find like a solution to it. Let's go further into the discussion. Maybe there's like someone that... Oh, this is already the end of the discussion. Wait a minute. Fucking jQuery in your tests? What the fuck are you doing? What? What? I just don't. No, I just don't. Decorated component, container ref. Not any code like these people, yeah. I feel like I'm gonna just... Alright. It doesn't seem... I think it seems like this is the actual solution to the problem now. Do I like it? Not really. Because this will... Like I said, this will get people to think and having to read documentation before they actually understand what these refs are. And if they actually call ref, then they just don't know about what the fuck is going on. So do I like it? No. Is it that big of a problem? Not really. I just wish it could be different. Okay. So let's remove this piece of code too. So let me show you guys what we have right now. Let me show you guys what we have right now. Let's first commit some things too, though. We still haven't actually styled the modal yet, though, because that was the whole point of this stream. But we added some styling to it. Can we be happy about it? Yeah, we definitely can, because we've like abstracted some like inputs and form groups and shit like that, and we can reuse. It's great. Okay. Add reusable form styling. Actually, considering why this is in here too. Do we want all the form styling to always be in there? I think so, because we're actually calling input by itself too. But maybe we don't want that anymore. This is what I was talking about. Form styles here. This one input makes it global, right? So maybe we just don't want to add that. Maybe we also want this to be, I don't know. I don't know. Let's just leave it like this. Whatever. Fuck it. Okay. Add form group component. It's actually like input group though, right? Because it's, yeah, it's actually input group. Why is it called form group? Hold on a minute. That's why I always like look back at my code. This is not supposed to be a form group. This is an input group. Form input group, actually. Because it's form input and then form input group. God damn it. God damn it, man. Form input group. Is it ugly? Kinda. Is it more explicit? Definitely. Is it ugly in GS6? Not really. Okay. So we're slowly splitting this out with like comments in here as well, because there's a lot of shit like right underneath each other, and we kind of want to split that out. Okay, let's add form group component. Okay, let's first do for group add form input component or input fields. Then we've also, oh, wait a minute. We've also added the form input groups. Add form input group component for splitting input inputs and other elements within a input looking Okay, now we just add it, basically. Yeah, we also removed the linter. I don't really want to commit that here. Add form components to invite player modal. Boom. Okay. I actually want to call it a day here, I think. I don't want to... do I still want to stop? Okay, let me show you guys at least what we have. Okay. So you guys... So the new people actually have an idea what's going on here. So let's open a new window too. Oh, the input styles obviously are different now. Right. So we could use the input here too, and then we actually have it. Okay, let's do that real quick. Considering that we have an input field now, we can actually go to our... I think this is the, not the root, right? Root just renders start screen, I think. Is it, yeah, new player form, that's where we need it. Let's import our form input from components. Then we just render that instead. On change. Yeah, it seems fine. It should work already like this. Then we can just add like base. Add like base styling. That base styling. What a beautiful button. These buttons will be next. For sure. Beautiful. 2 inodes now. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, so we have 2 players. One is already called inode because we were already logged in on this one. Let's say this one is Fani, so we're gonna play against Fani. Okay, so one player starts the game. He gets into this lobby screen, a socket connection is established, and he's waiting for someone else to join. See, the game join. There's only one player currently in the lobby waiting, so we can invite a player. We can copy this, we can paste this in here, and then we have Fani against inode. So for him, it shows like Fani against inode. Both players are not ready. So if one of them is ready up, then we can see that on both screens at the same time because they're both in the same socket channel. So all the actions are being sent over to each other. So toggle player ready, for example, is being sent over to the other player. So if I send ready over, then he receives it too. So you toggle player, but then as part of the opponent, not so much as because for player 2, the opponent is player 1, but for player 1, the opponent is player 2. So if player 1 plays something, then it's for himself because he presses ready. But if the player 2 receives it, then it comes from the opponent for him. So on the server, we flip all the players to opponents and the other way around, so people know exactly like who receives what. So if I play ready here, then a countdown starts playing. It's not styled yet, I know. It's really ugly. And then the game starts. So on the server, it decides 50-50 who gets to start. And then we can start like actually playing the game. So we can play a card, and we can play more cards, and we can play more cards, hit face, and this guy cannot play anything, so he starts hitting phase 2. Maybe he starts trading because he doesn't want to die that fast, so he starts trading his guy in. Then this guy plays Acolyte of Pain, and this guy goes face because, you know, face is the place, smorking all around. This guy plays an Acolyte of Pain. I cannot play anything, so it's a really shitty hand. Player 1 is actually really shitty position right now. He's 26 health. Bonnie's owning right now. So what I could do is I could trade both guys in, but he has to clear, so I just hit face again. Bonnie's all about that smorking, dude. So I could play a 1-drop, which is a 2-1, so I kind of want that. But it dies really fast. But I could also play Acolyte. It's a 1-3, it's a steady body on the board, so what I could do is I could trade this in. And he has a 1-1. The coin is the best minion, yeah. But I can also play this because we have 4 mana, so we could play both. So I know they're starting to establish a board here, but it's Fani's turn, and Fani is actually going to play an Azure Drake here because he has the mana for it. So it's a 4-4, and it's really decent against this guy's deck because otherwise he has to trade everything in. So he hits face instead because he cannot. Oh, I could actually kill this, and then he doesn't have a way to kill it. So I'm gonna do that. I think I'll play Azure Drake as well. Gonna trade this in right here. This 1-3 guy that doesn't die, so let's hit face. So Fani's at 29 and I'm at 23. So this is really bad. It's actually getting really close. But yeah, Fani's turn. It's like 6/6 mana. It's time for an Anima Golem here. I'm starting to fall behind the board, so could trade it in, but there's no way for him to actually clear the 9/9. So guess I'll just Fani hits face again. Guess face is the place. And oh, I received my OP card, the James Kappa card. But now that Anima Golem is established, it's actually harder for me to clear. So I think I'll just clear the Azure Drake in. Oy. Starting to look really bad. So I think I'll trade the Azure Drakes in and just hit face. And I'll play another Acolyte, because why the fuck not? Blade made Hearthstone on the web. I'm so impressed. It's not really working yet though. Let's play these two to establish some more board. So we have the Anima Golem here. So I could trade into this, but then my 9/9 dies. So I could also hit phase, and then he has 10 health, and then next turn I threaten lethal. But he also might have lethal after this. But I think I'll hit him first, so he has to trade. So I think I hit phase with Fanny, and he's at 10 health. Because I don't have any charges. So I only deal 16 plus 3 is 19 damage, and he has 27 health. So I will have to trade this. And, well, this is getting pretty close. But we have an Anima Golem on the board, so I know it's looking pretty good. And I will probably... I cannot kill this. Oh, I just traded this on accident. Whoopsie. Sorry, Fanny. I think Fanny is gonna lose this, but maybe not. I'm at 4 health, and I don't think there's a way for me to clear. So I think I lose. Because if I trade this in, he has another Asher Drake, and I can't possibly kill it. So I think Fanny won this game, unfortunately. Play another this. I'll because he has 4 damage, so I kill 1 Asher Drake, and then the rest live. So I guess I'll just hit phase and hope for the best. And Fanny misplays on accident. And we end turn again. And Fanny just wins. GG. There's no end game yet. There's no like explosion or anything. But the core game kind of works. And every action is being submitted and called, and we can go completely back in time and redo and revert whatever happened. We can actually go back in time what happened. This is pretty cool. So if I were to... So what happened was he hit face. So hit face, takes damage, and exhaust a minion. Spent mana, play card. End turn, draw a card. Deal max mana, add mana. Hit face. Exhaust minion, hit face. A lot of shit going on here. So yeah, the game does work. We can go completely back in time, which is awesome. Which is because of Redux. Every single action is just an object that changes something about the state. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I really still have to do a lot of stuff. I have to eat soon, and I have to pack my bags because tomorrow I'll be leaving to Wolfie's place, and then there will be no stream for like a week probably. And then next weekend I'll probably be back home again. But I have driver's lessons on Saturday then. So I'm not sure how long I can actually do programming streams on Saturdays, so I might do them on another day. But thank you guys for stopping by. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys want to check out the repo, you can check it out here. If you want to follow my YouTube channel about coding YouTube. If you want to check out all of my previous streams, I slowly upload them. I think it's going a lot faster now because I use non-copyright sounds, and it's not gonna like strike my channel, so it's going a lot faster now. So there'll be gradually more videos, but it's going pretty slow because I have to edit some of them, and some of them get like muted because music. So there's a couple of them that are still like in a crappy state. But if you guys want to check it out, please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to like see all the previous streams and see how everything goes. Yo, Mouth Kimby too, thanks so much for the follow, appreciate it. If you guys have like anything you guys could contribute to the repo, feel free to do it. There was a guy that literally just did this. He made handover visuals. This helped me quite a lot because later on I will have to do some animations, and this guy just went into Hearthstone, recorded some stuff to show like what happens when I drag the card and how hovering works and stuff like that. So when it actually drops it on the board, for example, and you can see that if he hovers over the board, it will actually turn blue, and I didn't know that either. So all these like extra things will help me out a lot. Like these small animation shows will actually these small things will actually help out. So whatever it is you guys think you can contribute is always welcome. It doesn't matter what it is. See, he just like shows off like how do things interact when you like move over them. This is really useful for me. Useful information. So, thank you guys for stopping by. See you guys next week. And yo, Wacko is God. Thanks so much for following as well. See you guys hopefully next week. We'll see. Maybe I'll do it after my driver's lesson, but also next week is not my birthday, but I will celebrate my birthday, so there's no stream on the evening either. But we'll have to see. I'll probably be streaming tonight if I have time, so I'll first pack my bags and stuff, and I'll just make sure that Wolfie is up to date when I come tomorrow. But it's probably going to be my last stream at least tonight. So thank you guys for stopping by. See you guys probably next week, and there might be a stream tonight depending on if I have the time for it. So if you're into gaming streams, because I only do program streams on Saturday afternoon. If you like the regular gaming streams, you guys can always come over at the rest of the week, except for the upcoming 2 months. So thank you guys for stopping by. I said that over a thousand times now, but peace. Where's my outro? There it is.